Hi, everybody. Today it's a very special live because I'm bringing here someone that is very special for me. We've worked together and I've seen her grown into this amazing woman. So I'm just really excited. This is why I picked the name of Unlocking the Feminine Success because I feel that Angela is a reflection of this. So here she is. I'm going to ask a request. There you go. She's supposed to join in now. Here she is.
Yeah. Hey,
Hello, darling.
I was just trying to figure out like how can I go live? This is my first
The
time.
digital queen. The digital queen. Because you know what? I forgot that Angela is a Gen Z, so she's the queen of TikTok. She's the queen of everything connected to the last technology, but Instagram. I
Yeah. Never expected this that I didn't know how to join a live, but here we are.
Hi to those that are joining. I'm really excited to have you, and I was introducing you because I feel like the title that I picked represents you, which is unlocking like this feminine success, of abundance in all its forms. Because for me, the way that you represent this abundance is in all your areas. You cultivate your
Yes.
mind, you cultivate your health, you have a beautiful relationship, you have a beautiful, so it impacts in all your areas, and that's what abundance really is.
Yes,
So
that's true.
I just couldn't have anybody better at talking about this topic. And so, yeah, you're super beautiful. Oh, thank you, Marta. You got those eyes. And thanks to those that are joining, also to your community. So, just to do an introduction, but you are going to add whatever you want.
Yes,
The
perfect.
way that the way that I perceive Angela, okay, which this is how I see her from my lens, is as this abundant queen, as this business online digital marketer queen as well, that helps other women scale their businesses online. And when I first met her, I was like, God, you have to bring this potential in more areas and to more women, because something that for her was so normal, like her gift was so normal, that she didn't see it as a gift. It's like, oh no, this is
Yeah.
easy. I'm like, well, not really. So I would love you to introduce a bit, if you feel like sharing whatever you feel like sharing here, the story, how you went, because many people think that success is just for some people, or that they come from a family that already has it all, and you come from a 9 to 5 job, from like a complete different background. So I mean, like, nobody gifted you this success,
No,
like,
that's
or,
true. Yeah.
so if
We did it for ourselves.
you
Like,
want to
that's
share
true.
your story, because I feel it can inspire so many women that are wanting to scale their businesses or want to shift or start a new project. Yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect. Yes, let's do that. So this is fun because I met Anna like how long ago? I think
A
a
year,
couple of like
year.
1 year,
What?
one and a half maybe. Yeah, maybe in the middle because this is really funny. This is really funny. Because when I was 18, like how Anna said it before, like I was a hairdresser before. I worked at a 9 to 5 job, and for myself, I wanted like a change in my life, but not some like little change, like really big changes in my life. So I made a bold, like a really bold move, and I did move to Spain, and yeah, that's where I met Anna. And this was really fun because I went there like all alone. I was just started my business. I think I had maybe like 1,000 or maybe 2,000 in my bank account, like back at that time. Also, back then, I was only 20 years old. I'm now 23. So it goes fast, right? Wow,
My
that's
baby,
so special.
my baby,
Yes.
with that mindset of a wise woman.
It's funny. So I moved to Spain like on my own. I built my business out of like scratch, from scratch. And like you were the second person I met in Spain. Like back in the days, I had a personal trainer, like Maika. She helped me, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm really stuck, and I am trying to build my business here. I'm all alone." So back in the days, it felt like I was really doing it on my own, and sometimes I felt like a lot of emotions because sometimes you're alone in the journey, and that's also like very normal, part of the game also. And Micah told me like, oh, you have to go to this like woman event. I think it really will match your energy. And Anna is speaking there, and she's an amazing woman about like feminine energy. And I was like, okay, yes, F it, let's go. I'm going. I'm going. But for me, that was a big step, a big step to do that on your own, like with a lot of like Spanish woman I didn't knew back then. So I did go, and I instantly felt it, the energy. Like I needed to be here. I needed to be here that day, and I met Anna, and we talked like one on one after the events. And that was so funny because a week later or 2 weeks later, I think I joined your program. It was amazing. Like, and I think for me that helped me a lot to really find for myself the connection, what I needed to do in business, like helping other women, helping scaling businesses, like the potential I had already in myself. You helped me with like, yeah, like to share it with the world, I guess. Yeah.
That you mentioned that, no, because everybody perceives and has like such a unique experience, no, but what I always tell you guys, that everything is within you, and that I'm just like clicking those buttons that I see very easily, because that's my gift as well, seeing like your potential and what's holding you back. And the first time I saw her, I was like, oh my god, if she see me right now with making already the million, so easy, so easy. And you're like, no, how you were stuck in the how, no, and I was
I
like,
know.
none of
Yes.
your business. The how is none of your business. Work on your mind, work on your beliefs, work on your fears, which we all have, and from there, like, the come, right? And I love that you mentioned, know how you started like your business, all alone. And I just want to like talk this to many of the women, because this is something that many of us women lack trust in delegating, because we especially those that come with this perfectionist trait, like doing everything perfect. You have never maybe had someone next to you back then to support you, or like many of us know, so you have this fear of collaborating or allowing some help, receiving my support, right? And that's why that was a stretch for you,
Yeah.
receiving not only like support of someone,
Yeah.
a coach, but also
Yeah.
receiving
Yeah.
like help,
True.
you know
Yeah, receiving help, and also like made that investment in myself, because for me, what I told you before, like I had many coaches before who were trying to help me, but I think it was maybe not on the perfect time, not for me, not the right
yeah,
connection. And sometimes that, yeah, you notice that something is not on the right time, or not for you, not just for you.
yeah,
And for me, that was already a sort of a stretch. Like, ooh, I have to do this again. I have to make that, like, yeah, that fear of maybe I make the wrong decision or something. So that was a big stretch for me. And also the money part, in that time. Yeah,
yeah. you know
back then.
this is really good that you mention it, no, because what I've learned around like when it comes to abundance, part one of the blockages is paying, is in the money, because all of us come here, all of us, there's nobody in this planet earth human that doesn't have fear of loss, okay? All of us have this, okay, which due to our experiences, due to our patterns, no. So when when we want to circulate the money, or when we want to maybe or invest in ourselves, when it's something that we don't see physically, or that gives us maybe the right return, or like, I don't know, you buy a dress and you see the dress, right? It's physical. But when you're investing in your mind, or in your well-being, or in your growth, it's like, but when is this going to happen, or how is this going to materialize, or this and that, you know? And this is also an opportunity I see, you know, like for example, you and your past experiences as well with other coaches, they were reflecting as well your beliefs, you know, like
Yeah.
the fear of maybe not trusting. And when you came into my energy, what I feel like clicked on you was like, the trust is not in me, the trust is in you.
Yes, exactly.
Of what was already within you, you know, because what you wanted to connect more was also to that love for what you do,
Yeah.
because you have much potential in doing anything, but it's like, oh, I love this, does this connect me? That's why you're in this new project.
It's really fun.
Oh god, tell us about this new project, because she's done like, oof, this new business idea.
Yes, yes, it was. Yeah, I worked on it for a couple of weeks or a month, I have to say, in the back, on the back end, and it's very nice because like 2 weeks ago we did the launch of the business, and with the business, like I help other like potential ladies, like women. It's like really woman only community. I help them to start up their own online business in many different like aspects. So social media, like running an online passive income, like it's very unique, and it's very, um, yeah,
I
it's very,
picked Athena because
yeah.
what, how did you came up with the Greek goddess name?
Ah, Athena circle. Like, yeah, it's the name. Like, Athena is like the Greek gods, like of power, of smart, wisdom. So I was like, oh, this is perfect for my launch, perfect for the branding. I saw it already in my head, you know. And 2 weeks ago, we launched it on a business event. It was like in the supper club in Amsterdam, like the big city of Holland.
Yeah, oh, I love
Yes,
it. We have to.
in Amsterdam.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing. There were like more than 200 ladies live at the spots, with different like women entrepreneurs, all in their own success, like giving their trust, giving their knowledge to the ladies. And it was like the energy there was amazing. It was powerful. Yeah.
beautiful that you that this is physical, in its physical right now,
Yeah.
because when we first met, I was like, girl, you are gonna create a community woman, but you have to bring all of you, your singing,
Yeah.
all your art.
Yes.
Like, how how does that fit in a business? No, how can I
Yeah.
my singing this, all of you guys know, because all of you are so different, those that come to my energy, but all of you have this artistic side, because that's also me, my expression. And it's funny, you know, because like the question that I receive, and this is also for my current clients that ask me a lot this,
Yeah.
how am I gonna bring all my dancing, all my singing, all my art into
A
business? Because
business, like in yeah, in one, all in one, like yeah.
that, but this is what I talk about, being you full time. When you bring your level of authenticity with all your gifts, that's what's going to create more abundance.
Yeah.
And if you start showing up authentically, the idea is going to come, the ways to do it is going to come. So I'm so glad
Yeah.
that you brought the community, all your gifts of entrepreneur, like marketing, scaling an online business, also your artistic side, your
Yeah.
expression, the way that you sing, all in one, girl.
Yeah.
Like when I saw that, I was like, thank you, universe.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it's so funny because it started all as an idea, just we're talking about it, but now it's really like physical. So
In less
it's amazing.
in less than
Yeah.
a year, like
Yeah, less than a year.
people think,
Yeah.
I don't know, like when they think of it, you said it at the beginning. You think big, and you always
Yeah.
think big,
Yeah.
and people think like when they have this big dream that it's gonna take maybe years. But this is when I like say, forget about the when,
Yeah.
forget about the how, just show
Just
up, like keep
do it.
that.
Yeah, exactly. Like with the event, it was so funny, this story. Like people would have told me like I went crazy, you know, but I was sitting with my team members, and it's very funny because now we have all our team, it's only women, only women, only women. It's like a power woman team, you know? And I was sitting in a team meeting, and I was like, okay, we have to do this launch. We have to do it big. We have to do it like
I,
very unique and very big. And I was like, okay, within 2 months, we are giving an event for more than 200 people. And they were like, no, you're crazy. We have only 2 months. We're not going to make that. And I was like, no, everything is possible. We're just going to do it. And yeah, it went great. So
you,
nothing is impossible, you know,
but
even not in a time
yes.
frame.
And look at your mindset, how it's shifted. No, now it's
Yeah.
like everything. And before that would have been like, how the heck is this gonna
Hmm.
happen? Oh, I'm gonna wait. I remember like your story. Oh, I'm gonna wait maybe a couple of months. Like, and I'm like, no, like this is happening now.
Yeah, I know. I know.
But I love how like that, because subtle changes that we don't see it, because it starts integrated as integrating in us at such a deep level that we don't see it until someone outside says, oh, this woman differently, oh, this woman expresses differently, oh, this woman suddenly appears in YouTube and her face, oh, this
Yeah.
woman shows up. So these are the changes. Know that sometimes we think it's when we do this work it's only money, but money is like the consequence of all these compound like effect of actions, right?
Yeah, true.
Way that you think, how you've changed, transformed those fears, or even if you have the fear, you do it with fear, which is what
Yeah.
people tend to go back. You're like,
Yeah.
no, I have fear, but I'm gonna freaking do it. You
Yes.
did it with fear. You did the Athena Circle and event of 200 women, and you did it with like fear or with
A lot of fear and a lot of energy and a lot of
that,
like doubts, but I did it anyway. So
and
and that's the most important thing. Yeah.
this is so good that you bring it, because I feel this is a permission slip for other women and also men, to follow more their heart and just do it with whatever you have and the resources that you have, but start,
Yeah.
right? So I
True.
know that everything is possible mantra. I wrote
Yeah.
it because this is, and look at right now your reality, and if you realize the biggest, and this is something that is very connected to our soul's purpose, Angela, our biggest gifts, what you see now in your world, online community, a woman that empower each other, a team of women as well, business idea, Athena Circle, all this is really a reflection of what were your biggest obstacles and pains became your biggest gift. You said it at the beginning, I came to Spain alone, I had no one, this and that, and from your biggest fears and pains you've created your biggest blessings. I'm getting bumps for this special. I'm so proud of you, like you kind of, I'm really proud of you.
Thank you so much.
The courage that it requires, and you have like been so devoted to this journey, like you haven't missed a day of for
No.
you, up with your mind, with your health, in your business, with what you love, and that
Yeah.
is what Napoleon Hill says, no, a big, like a burning desire.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, there were a lot of changes, you know, like especially the last 2 months, there were a lot of changes because before I had a total different business, you know that. And for me, it was like every time I had in my head for that business, I had to connect the dots, but it was not fitting right every time. So
I'm
I
so
structured a team and I scaled that business, but there was something in me who was like, there is more. There is more. You can do more. You can give people more, but you only have to make it visible and just make some decisions. But in that time, the decisions felt like very, very high, very difficult to make because you're trying to build like a new whole business. So
yes.
yeah, I
do you,
think.
do you feel you went
Mhm.
with one of your obstacles and how you overcame it in that process. Because, like, to put in context, people,
Yeah.
she had a previous business before, and which she was really good as well, connected to online, because she's just talented and that's what it is. But do it very good, and she was serving at the same time. But something that I saw, for me, this is my personal opinion, not the truth,
Yeah.
is that she wasn't truly connected, because she had grown, and like we had also done this work, like you had expanded, evolved. You wanted to connect to something that was deeper with your heart, like more
Yes.
purpose oriented. Not only this is something that I'm good at and that I can make money from
Yeah.
it, but this is something that I love, and
Yeah.
at the same time I'm good at different things, and that I would love obviously to make money out of it, because I want to impact more people, and we obviously want money from it.
Yeah.
So I love know that you were sharing that you went from this transition from a
Yeah.
bit that was doing very, very good,
Yeah.
yet people would stay there,
Yeah.
and you are like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna create a freaking new idea. Do you want to talk about that? Do you
Yeah.
feel it?
Yeah, I think I feel to talk about, because I think it can be a lesson for so many
Love.
people. I think when you started with, like, let's start with the first business, it came out of something that was very money driven for myself, only money driven. So I needed money, I had to
Yep.
do something, and it was very money driven. So that doesn't mean you're not good at something, but it sometimes does mean that you're not connected at the level you want to be. So it was only money driven, and in the beginning that's just fine. But when you're noticing, like, oh wow, I'm scaling, I have to structure my business, I have to build like a bigger team, um, then it just stays like, it stays numbers, like only numbers. There's no feeding in it. So you're making like 100K months and you feel empty inside. And for me, that was the shift for myself, because this is funny. That was the thing. I wanted so badly. I wanted so badly the 100K, the 200K months. And I was working with Anna to get those numbers, you know. And when I was there, there was nothing. Like, it was empty. And for me, that was the biggest shift, and also the biggest reflection for myself. Like, oh, those are just numbers, but the business is the same, and it doesn't do any good on my energy, or it's not that I wanted to grow that business more, because the feeling was not there.
I love.
So I think for myself, that was my biggest shift, and also my biggest lesson and experience with a business. We are not in connection with, like, yeah.
Yes, I love that you bring this, because this is something that I always mention, no, to you guys. No, many, like, I work with people that are certain, people that are millions and multi-millions, and the one thing that I see, it is, or what I always try to share, so you, but it's not until you see it that it clicks, is that money,
Yeah.
no matter how much you make, is only going to amplify what is within you.
Yeah.
And I attract you guys, because I always started from love and very connected to purpose, and then money became the consequence. But always my intention, if this isn't in service, if this doesn't connect me to love, I'm not interested. And that's why I teacher in the past or study psychology, because always, like, my heart was like, how can I serve? Because that's the love.
Yeah.
When we have the masculine wounding, which all of us have, okay, because the conditioning that we've received in society is hustle, survive, make money. So we all have this masculine wounding. As women, we go for the goal of the money, like solely money, and then we feel empty because we're disconnected from our essence, which we're feminine by essence. And this is something that suddenly, when it clicks, you're like, I no longer want to create this wish.
Yeah.
What is 100K from a place of lack, and that doesn't excite me? But what is 100K from impact, love, joy, excitement? It feels so
Yeah.
different. But what I want to make clear to people here, that money isn't the root cause of what you're feeling.
Yeah.
No, it is where you were creating from and how you're feeling within. And money becomes like a magnifier of what you're feeling. That's it. And that's what had to click for you. Because for me, like, girl, I see you connected to your gifts and doing this and da da da. And bring, but I
Already.
first had to go through that process as well, which I
Yeah.
feel was important for it.
Yeah, I needed to
Yeah,
go through that to experience that
yeah,
first, because otherwise my mind was so
yeah,
like focused on that goal. That was the goal for
yeah.
me, but I had to experience that.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see.
So I love that you bring this and you're so honest about that. And this is what I love. Like, now that I'm attracting more and more women connected to their authenticity and are sharing all of the journey. Like, it's
Yeah.
not an up. There is
No.
freaking down. So
Exactly.
so it's what you do about them, and you brought it as a lesson. Like, you're bringing it here, like, guys, like, this is a wake up call
Yeah.
for you to connect more to what makes you feel alive, and then fine, no, the actions are gonna come, or the strategies, or the structure, or this and that, because that is important. But always, every action is coming from your mindset. So it's, yes, the strategy, the how to scale a business, all that is important, and that is what you're like a freaking expert on. But without a right mindset, without working on your beliefs, working on your emotions, look, you can get to that 100K month and feel like, ugh,
Yeah.
or you can get 100K month with that same strategy and feel like, oh my god, like, this
This
is
is
so
it.
nice.
Yeah.
Yes, that is the feeling.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
love
true. Same number, but a different feeling.
that.
Total different feeling.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I feel that your that lesson is such a good one for many people. Do you want to talk about as well,
Mm.
how maybe like any other obstacle that you came up, maybe connected to, before expressing less, and now you're appearing in YouTube, you're appearing in podcasts, you're in my Instagram
Ah.
live. Do you want to talk about that? Because I feel
Yes, yes, of
many
course.
women wanna appear, like, wanna talk, wanna speak their truth, and I feel that every woman has to speak their own voice and truth, and story, because it's so unique. But many of them are scared to put themselves out there. What you said about visibility. Do you want to share
Yeah.
maybe a hack or a tip or something, with
Yeah,
them
of
on how? Yeah,
course. Yes, yes, for myself, I noticed a lot, and I went back to the whole story, and I thought for myself, like, how is it possible that I opened myself up more now than I did before with the other business, right? And I was thinking a lot lately also on that like subject of content and creation and appearing in YouTube and do those live podcasts and stuff. And I think the biggest difference was for me with my business from before, everything had to be perfect for me. So every story I would make had to be perfect. Every photo I was in, I have to look perfect, you know. And I think that was the biggest struggle also for myself in my head, because then you see for yourself nothing is really perfect in real life. It is real life, and I think that are also the like the struggles and the roads and like the journey. You have to make yourself like visible there, also in the lower or the deeper parts of your journey or struggles or businesses. And I think I opened up more about that, because I see a lot of people, also a lot of ladies who are in my like Instagram DM, and now seeing the same what you are seeing, like Anna, they are like, wow, your content now, it's so much more you, I feel more connection with you, I feel very more connected, it's very inspiring, because every other people or every other like business coach or something is just showing off like that everything is easy, everything is like yeah, everything is possible, but not everything is easy, you know, that's a difference. And I think it's also good to let them see like what's real also behind the whole business and yeah, the stories. So
This
I think if you show that, people are like 100% more connected with your energy or not, you know, and that's also fine. Yeah,
I and
yeah.
I listen to you and I see your evolution. That makes me want to cry because it's so beautiful. Like, and it's true, no. And I love that you bring this perfectionist part because I remember something, and this a message that I get from, I would say, 90% of the people that enter my community. Anna, what I most love about you is like how you express in such authenticity, and that you bring like your shit, your shadow,
Yeah, 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 exactly.
and you said that, and you said that, and I told you because I remember everything.
Yeah,
I told you because
yeah,
that you wanting to be expressed, and today you're allowing it to express.
yeah,
And what I like, and the message here for people know is perfectionism, wanting to do everything perfect, comes from a set of beliefs around what we hold around ourselves, no, but deep
yeah.
down behind perfectionism there is a big fear of being rejected,
Yeah, the fear of
which
projection, like I learned that from you, and I was like, oh, when I graved like deeper inside of the brains for myself, I was like, everything came from the fear of rejection for me. So
I'm so
yeah,
happy
that was a big shift, a big shift.
you see that, no, and how that was holding you back. And you know what, me working with now actresses, singers, and so many people in different industries, which is what I most love, when we're not experiencing that expansion, really what the biggest things that hold us back are these fears. And there's always, I remember your question was like, but when is this gonna leave? When is this gonna leave? And so
Yeah, never.
never, because there are layers. Same for me, no? Like, here for me has been like a big expansion in so many different ways, especially connected to the way that I show up. And many people's like, how are you more confident? I'm like, because there is deeper layers to heal, and I work with people that help me, shift those. I'm never gonna tell myself, oh, I've healed rejection, oh, I feel the fear of losing it all, or failure, or success, or being in the spotlight, whatever it is. There's always a deeper layer here to transform. And what I see now is that before you were here showing up, like, I'm gonna bring this version because of
Yeah,
the, and instead of rejecting that part, you were so honest and worked
yeah,
on it. Listen, I'm gonna
yeah,
all fucking in. I'm gonna
yeah,
fear versus run away from the fear, which many people, that's what they do. And you showed up and did it, and you experienced many judgments, girl, and you still
yeah,
showed up, and you were like, and I'm like, listen, we're gonna still, like, I'm here, you're not alone. And this happens to people that shine to their fullest. The more you shine, the more people are going to judge, because people
yeah,
that are frustrated and not pursuing their dreams are going to be very, very triggered by people that are experiencing that life. This is what happened to you. You're expanding, exploding. So here comes the frustrated people, maybe like, oh, I'm gonna like try to pull her down, and still you showed up, and like you performed in so many ways. And what I mostly loved about you is the compassion that you had for those people. You you never come to a session to me judging anybody,
no,
ever, ever.
no.
And love it, because that was like a reflection of me. You came like, listen, I'm like, there, I'm hurt, let's work on this, let's do this, let's shift this. But you've never had like a bad word for any people that have projected their, literally their shadows, fears, and insecurities on you. And that requires, and that's why she's here, guys. I'm telling you now, that's why she's experiencing the life that she's experiencing, because she's taken responsibility, she's embracing is, she still shows up, and instead of projecting those judgments, which is what many women tend to do due to the fears and insecurities, she works on them. So like, I want to honor that part, because many of us, we tend to project it on people versus taking responsibility, you know. So this is so good that you bring it, know that you are more in connection, that you're showing up in, like, in your whole authenticity. And this is what people like, in the end, I feel that they connect, like, I really like give 3 F's the certifications that you have. I feel connected by the story that you bring, your transformations, your gifts. That is what is a turn on for me. That is what is like, yeah, guys, thinking of someone to scale you digitally and with a freaking awesome mindset. Angela, no, that's the first person that would come to my mind because of your story, not because
Yeah.
nobody gave you a digital marketing degree. Like,
No, no, no. But I think that all starts with like taking responsibility for
yeah,
everything, not only doing the work, because also with the fear of rejection, it will never leave. But I noticed for myself that how more and more every day I work on it, it becomes less for yourself. Like, so you don't care anymore. So the fear of rejection, it stays, but you don't care for yourself anymore. It just become better and better every day when you're literally doing the work, but also taking the responsibilities for yourself, not only the mind shifts, the working on the mindset, but also in business. You are responsible like for everything and also for creating your own life. So yeah, that is it.
everything's a reflection of us, no?
Yeah.
And it's the most important part of the work, no? Everything that we're seeing outside is mirroring parts of us. So instead of blaming outside, it's seeing it as a feedback to just grow and expand and evolve, no? We're doing
Yeah.
the best that we can, and this isn't about doing it perfect. This isn't about growing and just becoming, this version of you that just keeps elevating. I don't like to call it anymore like your best version,
Mm.
but I prefer calling this version of you that keeps ascending and growing,
Yeah.
because best has so many connotations for so
Like
many.
higher version of yourself more
That
maybe. Yeah.
do you want to give maybe one last tip that you feel is important for people that are wanting to start maybe to scale their businesses or connect to their purpose, something that you would say like, this is something that I want people to know and I would love to.
I think it's the most important, like from starting a business or starting doing something for your own or maybe changing your life, is to do something you are really, really into and like connected with instead of looking only at how much can I make from this hustle or how much can I make or how much can I scale the business. And I'm talking literally about my own experience because I really went through all of this and I thought the only important thing is the money because when I have the money, I have it all. But that's so not true. So really focusing on like, what you're connected with, and maybe is that healing others or supporting others or helping others or something else. Like I think that's the most important thing because when you're doing that and you're connected with that, you can like the money is like uh
A
building up itself. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And that's
mm.
the most important thing I experienced in the whole journey. Yeah.
She literally, like, this is an example, guys, for those that are watching as well, the replay, how we shift from masculine in business or in career to feminine. Because this doesn't mean we're one or the other. We're integrating both energies, but solely in one we're not as powerful. But when we integrate both, we are freaking
Yeah.
powerful humans because we need the masculine for the structure, for the, well, the doing, the discipline, whatever you want to call it. No, purpose is also connected to the masculine, but we also need the feminine to connect to our love, which is service, which is nurture, which is impact, which is our intuition. Because when we're connected to our intuition, we also know what the market needs and how can we serve in the market. So all these things, like, we need in the end both energies, no? And what we tend to go is solely to the unhealthy masculine, which is the hustle, which is I'm going to sacrifice because I want to give the best to my family for a future, but then the future, and then you don't live the present.
Exactly.
Don't live the present, and it's very common well, so it's like we're waiting for something to change or to transform, or for that future, but then we're not living the now.
Yeah.
So what I feel like that the biggest transformation and what I most admire in you is that you went from like waiting for that future to come like at a money level start living what you love now from your heart now, and everything is shifting in your surroundings. Like this is gonna this in the way that uh, you live, that this is gonna shift in relationships, gonna shift in so many different ways. So the transformation that I saw for you was like integrating both energies more.
Yeah.
And only when we do this in a work is if we are right now only on the masculine and suppressing the feminine, is because for us at an unconscious level, the feminine implies associations, weakness, not gonna be money, this and that. So we suppress. They're not gonna, who's gonna listen to me? But no, the feminine is also your power. So using both, because I know when I'm in my masculine and when I'm
Mm-hmm. Me too.
you now see it. So this is really good, it's, and we're gonna have both. It's how can I use both in my day to day,
Right.
in a harmonious way, in a loving way, versus one or the other. Yeah, because
Yeah.
we need both. This is something that I want to make clear when I talk about the feminine. It's not about now rejecting the masculine. No, the masculine is what makes us, you and me, be here and now and show up like with this.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah, but yeah, it's a thing of like the perfect finding the perfect combination, because otherwise it will maybe destroy another part. Like then you're doing great in business maybe, but then your relationship has the side effects of like the two. There's no room for two like masculine partners in the room, you know.
exactly.
So it always has a side effect then.
Exactly. Thanks for bringing it, darling. I'm
Yes.
so proud.
Thank you so much. It was nice seeing you today.
Yes, we have to catch up. And
Yes, we
well,
will
we
do.
were gonna do something, guys. Just stay at something. Just you'll figure out what. Uh, Girl, listen. Thanks for being here. I don't know if you want to share anything as a closing for you, and where can people, and because I would love, even if you done social media, I have people that are here that do speak as a second or even a first language. So if you want to forward your social media, or you want to do a closing based on something that you want to share, this is your.
Thank you. Yes, I think it was very nice to share my story with all of you. I think, yeah, you can have a lot of like information and also maybe some lessons out of it, because I went through it all and I'm still young, you know, I'm 23, so that's amazing. I want to thank you so much, Anna, for today and the whole journey. And yes, of course, you can send me also an invite on my Instagram, like it's like Angela Brink, and then like the lower, I don't know how you
Yeah,
call
I'll
it.
put post so you can find me
Yeah,
at
exactly.
stage, well, like the events and everything for those that are in Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Oh, Mariette, it's so nice to have you. And I think Micah said something I couldn't really.
Yes, lovely seeing you
Oh,
together.
connecting us. Bless you.
So
Well, thank
nice.
you so much for being
Yeah,
here. Thank
the same.
you,
Okay.
Ashley. And oh, what is can you translate me? And
Like from who? Like hi girls and awesome. And this is so like from Delisha. Like this is so brave to do, you know?
it is
So really
so,
nice.
she's so brave, guys. She is, and I've experienced all her things. So I'm really happy that she brought the ones that she felt like wanting to connect, and she showed so much authenticity. So if someone can say something about that, is me. I see behind the scenes, uh, and yeah. So thank you, so much, Angela. Thanks for sharing
Yes.
gifts and like making your obstacles and fears your biggest power.
Thank you so much.
I'll let bye bye, darling.
Bye bye.
Okay. Oh, bless her. It was so beautiful to have her. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Her community and my people as well. And I feel like this is really a shout out on how your biggest obstacles, fears, pain can become these gifts that when you share it to humanity, you're really connecting to the frequency of abundance, because abundance is not only money. Money is a byproduct of that abundance, but an abundant consciousness is connecting to your heart. An abundant consciousness is when you are expressing your gifts, when you are sharing those gifts to humanity, and when you're serving from what you deeply like are passionate about. And then you're going to find, you know, the resources, the people, anything that you need to scale and expand. And not necessarily it doesn't have to be in a business. Maybe it's in a current career that you are. This is why I work with purpose. I don't say or business or career, because this is about you connecting to what makes you feel alive, and that is on your own terms. It can be in a job, it can be your own business, it can be as an entrepreneur, it can be in so many different forms. And what I realized about this, you know, after working with so many different individual clients, and also in my group, but especially my individuals, you know, what I see in the people that come to me that are already making the millions, you know, and the reason why they come to this energy is because they've reached to a point in which, yes, they've made maybe the million, but they feel so much lack. And they're like, Anna, why do I feel I have everything in the outside, but I feel so empty? And this is because money, as I said before when I was talking to Angela, becomes an amplifier of what you're feeling. So when we were working together, no, she will well, she scaled to 100k months, and my most important thing was like, Angela, you have these gifts, connect to what makes you feel alive, you know. And now this idea of the new business that she has, well, it's exploded, no, and she's doing what she truly loves. And this is by honoring that you're a multi-dimensional being, that you don't have to fit in a box. Because when you try to fit in a box, this is when you are operating from scarcity. And this happened to me, you know, because I started as a high school teacher. I also studied psychology, mindfulness, neuroeducation, all the things connected to education and the mind and this and that. And I was trying to look for it in a job, but I was like, there's something that I don't fully feel connected. And it was because I wasn't operating from my multi-dimensional being. I was operating from what maybe a textbook told me that I had to do, or from what the education system told me that I had to be and do and have and this. And that limited me in so many ways. So when I questioned that, this is when I created, you know, what I do today, you know, my programs, my courses, my individual sessions. And it all comes from me being me full time, versus I'm going to be this version at 1 minute and then I'm going to be this other version. No, it's I'm going to be, because in the end, the business is a reflection as well of who you are. No, many people think about retiring, and I would never think about that, because when you're connected to what you're truly passionate and love, you're not even thinking about that. You're living every instant in this present moment with so much abundance and richness. And this is really like a reminder for you to start like doing this work. Start observing those gifts that are within you, what makes you unique. Observe what were your biggest obstacles and how you transform them, because it's going to give you so much information about what you came here to do in this present moment. And just start with where you are and with what you have. And I feel um well, Angela, I love, because I always tell her she's like my baby client. She's one of my youngers, and like 23, and she started when she was 21, 22 with me, God. And I see her now, knowing you see her like so mature and so wise, and it really comes from her level of experience. Because what makes you wise is not your age. What makes you wise is the experiences that you overcome as well, and the pain and the obstacle that you transmute. Because if you're always doing the same thing at the same place, you're not moving, you're stagnant, there's not going to be real evolution. And your soul is yearning for movement. It's your mind, it's your ego that wants to keep you safe in a box and doing and being the same person that you were the day before. But true transformation and evolution and ascension and expansion and abundance comes from you moving, from your movement, from you doing that which truly connects you. And as Angela said, not all the process is going to be, oh, all joy and light, because many people share only like that part. No, it's actually those biggest fears that come, those biggest obstacles, that what truly makes you a successful human being, because you kept showing up and you did the inner work of, wow, like, what is this saying about me? What am I believing? What are my fears? Am I honoring? Am I taking responsibility, as she said? So I'm just so proud of her, and I'm so proud of my community and all my clients and those that are watching this and feel like inspired by this story. That's why I wanted to bring her, and that's why I'm bringing, like, in my Instagram live, like, clients, friends, people that I feel super, like, that I admire, you know, that I connect, and that I've seen them evolve into the human being that they are, because I'm all about consciousness evolution, because that's creating your whole reality. And the more you expand, the more you're raising also the consciousness of this planet. And that is what I feel my calling is, to see you, know, awake, to see you break free from those fears, to see you, like, become your dream woman and dream man, you know? So those that want to go a step deeper, you can always message me. My DMs are open. I'm also going to put this in YouTube for you to see it, okay? And any questions that come up, you're always welcome to bring it, because I can discuss it maybe in the next Instagram live, or any topic that you want to go deeper on. And for those that are joining my Saturday retreat in Spain, I'm so excited. And for those that are coming to the UK retreat, it's the 4th of December. The spots are open. So if you're in UK, if you're in London, message me to grab your ticket. It's £33. And I'm really excited because it's my first event in London, which I feel it's just a part of me. So it's beautiful. And there'll be more going on. But the last one that I'm doing here in Spain this year, this 2024, is this Saturday. So you still have time to join. Message me. It's for every woman that wants to glow and expand and evolve, okay? And it's beautiful because we're creating this community that I'm just falling in love with, and the connections that you're doing are just awesome. So thank you all for being here, and have a beautiful day. Bye for now, guys.